all, and welcome back to another Ponytown news update video. Today we have version 0.78.4. This is a very small update, but it has some things in it that are just very hilarious and ridiculous, and there's mostly news related things that I want to talk about in this update. So starting off, they have disabled the Halloween event. You are no longer able to collect candies on the main map anymore. You just can't do that, and the leaderboards are final. I will go ahead and put up the leaderboard on screen now so that you can see it and everything like that. Hopefully Ponytown will do some kind of tweet or something like that about this leaderboard. That's what I'm hoping they will do before the leaderboard's completely removed. Hopefully that's what they'll do. I don't know for a fact they will, but preferably that's what I would do. That is the leaderboard. I will go ahead and tweet it out myself as well, but that's the leaderboard. These are the people that are in the lead, the top 10 candy collectors of 2020 Halloween event, whatever you want to call them. We've collected an insane amount of candy this year, and I'm honestly shocked. We got, you know, over 50 million candies collected in the game in total, so that's insane. But that's just a small thing there that I want to mention, and I do want to say congratulations to the people that, you know, got to the top of this leaderboard, because that's pretty insane that you got that many candies. I mean, that's an insane amount of candies. But anyway, let's move on to the rest of the news. This update brought us a new change to you know, reconnecting and things like that. If you don't know, it used to be the case where if you were flying and left the game, the next time you came into the game as that same character, you wouldn't be flying, you would just be standing. Same thing if you were laying or sitting, it wouldn't preserve those states. You would come back to the game standing every single time, no matter what. This is something that they fixed in this update. However, because they fixed this, they created a new issue. This issue is very hilarious, and I'm going to show it to you in a second, but essentially, you can now fly without wings. Yes, that's right. You don't have to have wings to fly anymore, because they kind of messed this up right here specifically. I'll show you how to do that in a moment, but take it with a grain of salt, because by the time you see this video, it's probably either already fixed or it's going to be fixed very soon after this video is live. I'm not sure when it's going to be fixed, but it will be fixed eventually. In addition to this, they added support for underscore characters when you're using the /roll message and everything like that. Nothing too fancy there. I'm not really sure how many people are going to be using that, but if you use it and you need it, then there you go. They improved big barrels. Now, when they say improved big barrels, they basically slightly changed the barrel sprite. Honestly, it's near impossible for me to even tell the difference, and I don't know why they even bothered going back to the barrels to do anything to them. Honestly, they should have just left the barrels alone, because there was nothing wrong with them. They could have just left it alone and improved something else that may be messed up, or they could have added a new type of barrel or something like that. But instead, they decided to slightly tweak the large barrels, or I guess the big barrels, as they call them. I don't know why they did that, but they did it. They improved latency when using building tools. They fixed some incorrect horn magic positions. They fixed some main patterns. They fixed issues with lights of some candles. I don't know exactly what that means, but they also optimized server performance. These are just standard stuff after that. But back to some more news related things with this update. And I don't know if it was actually this update, or if it was the previous update, or the update before that, or when it happened, but we have a new moderator on the Ponytown staff, and that is very interesting and very shocking to me, because nothing was said or mentioned at all about this. And I don't know if I'm just now noticing it and it's been there for a really long time, but no one has said anything about the fact that we now have this person here as a moderator, this K-Sin person. And if you scroll up back here to the contact page, you can very clearly see where it mentions Minnow, Mads, and K-Sin and Lance on Discord. Now instead of messaging Minnow or Mads or Lance, you can now message K-Sin as well. I don't know who this is. I don't know if they're focusing on a specific type of language or anything like that. All I know for a fact is Mads is focusing more on the Russian side of things. Lance is focusing on the Spanish side of things, and Minnow is just more of just Minnow. He's been there since the beginning, essentially. And K-Sin, I know nothing about this dude. He just came out of nowhere. He's on the contact page now. He's on the team now. Ponytown staff didn't tweet about this. They didn't mention anything about this to anyone anywhere, to my knowledge, or at least not to the point to where I would have seen it or heard about it. So this just kind of came out of nowhere, and I don't think it was in the previous update. At least I didn't notice it, and I know for a fact it wasn't the case when I made my how to report players in Ponytown video, because I would have mentioned it and remembered it. But that being said, I know nothing about this person, but if you do see them, well, they're a moderator now, apparently, so take of that what you will, and if you need to report things, there's a new person that you can report things to, Kason on the Ponytown team. Here, again, is their Discord that you can message them on. If you have issues in Ponytown and need to report players, you can message Kason, #0420 on Discord, and you'll be able to find them and message them and report things. But anyway, let's move on to those little things there that I mentioned earlier about the preserving pony state when leaving the game. So to do this, all you're going to do is get your character and temporarily edit it to add wings to it. So for example, I have Skellebones here. I gave it wings. Now if I enter the game, I should already be flying because I was flying when I left the game. I think I was anyway. I may not have been, but anyway, as you can see here, I'm flying right now, and I have wings, and that's normal and everything like that. But now let's see what happens when I leave the game. You see, if I leave the game, go to edit Skellebones here and remove those wings that I just now added to it. Let's see, I can remove these wings here. I can then re-enter the game, and I will now be flying. It's really ridiculous and really weird, but as you can see, it totally works. I no longer have wings, but the game believes that I should still be flying because it's the same character, and hence I'm flying now. It's a very weird thing. Do what you will with this. You can still fly over objects, and everything like that. It's really weird. There's also this issue right here. I'm not sure what this issue is. I'm not sure 100% how people are doing this right here, but people are taking full advantage of it. I will show you a clip now where people are using it with fire and flames and stuff like that. It just looks really freaking cool. But overall, that is the news. That is the Ponytown news. That is everything that you guys need to know about this update. There's nothing else really to mention other than the fact there's a couple of little blips and issues with the map that are probably going to be fixed within a day or two. It's actually technically already fixed, but they have to release another update to fix it. So by the time this video goes out, it probably won't be here, but we still have like this jack-o'-lantern box, which I don't think should be there. We still have candles in some places. I think there's a couple of other jack-o'-lanterns just sitting somewhere. So here's one of the candles that are just sitting there. And then there's like rocks and stuff like that that have been cloned by mistake. Different random things like that on the map. They're going to be fixed soon. But overall, this update came out of nowhere, and it has a few issues with it. And hopefully those issues can be fixed soon. But that is the update. Now, actually, I'm curious now. Now that I've left the game, will I still be flying? I should theoretically be flying, because I no longer have wings, but I'm still in a flying state according to the game, so would I still be flying? Surely I would. Yes, if you leave the game and then come back, even after doing this, you will preserve that state again, and it will carry over, and you'll be good to go. I don't know exactly what happens if you totally refresh the page and everything like that, but that's something that you guys can figure out. But yeah, that is the news. That is what's happening here in the 78.4 update. Not a lot of like important information, but really funny information, and I guess really important information in the sense that we now have a new moderator that I don't know anything about, that just came out of nowhere. But it is nice to see that Ponytown is increasing their moderation team and everything like that. I wish this new moderator good luck, and I do hope that you guys start reporting things to them, as well as Minnow and Mads and Lance and things like that. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please do like, subscribe, and share, and do all of those wonderful things, because when you do those wonderful things, you get access to wonderful content such as this. But that's not all you get. That's not all you get. You also get to become one of yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.